Good evening, and welcome to this episode of Paranaelianomoly. I'm your host, Paul Miller. Tonight, we're talking about an incident, Chipotle, Iowa, 1987. With us is Ross Lankin, serviceman of 2 weeks, molested and brutally raped by migratory aliens. Yeah. Also with us tonight is Dr. Samsonite Schwartz, author, lecturer, writer of I Seen It, Touching Tale of Intergalactic Redemption. Welcome, Doctor.
Thank you, Paul.
So, also over here to give us commentary on the story, Dr. Branch Wackman, PhD, skeptical member of the Polish scientific community. How are you? And Shalazal Tov.
Shalom alaikum to you.
Yes.
I'm doing good. Even though I got this voice, I'm actually from Dingsfordshire, England.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just want to get that out in the open. So
yeah, I mean, it wasn't really fitting of the character. I was kind of wondering about that. I mean, a man with your tenure and stature, it kind of took me by surprise.
I got a strange past. Let me tell you, buddy.
What is tell us what happens in the Polish scientific community? I mean,
well, most nights we drink a lot of motor oil.
Fascinating.
One time, my friend Brandonsford, he dared this guy Jim Wick to take off his pants and run through the sprinkler. With the sprinkler, we replaced the water with gasoline, and we lit it on fire. And he ran through that shit. It was awesome.
Okay. Evidently, your definition of science is a little bit different than mine.
Ross
Lankin, you were reluctant to speak with our guest.
Oh yeah, what was his name, man? Brandonsford?
It's Branch Wackman, PhD.
No, what was your friend's name? Brandonsford?
Brandonsford.
Because I had a buddy named Brandon. He had a Ford too, man. It was cool. It ran really fast, man.
You know, it's amazing how you're holding up here with this traumatic experience.
I just try to make humor out of all of it. You know what I'm saying?
It's been how many years now? Almost 23 years.
23, fucking 5. I mean, it's all a scramble because the alien shoved their dicks in my brain. It's rough, man.
And so this happened while you were in the service, correct?
Yeah. For that 2 weeks I was there, man, it was rough. 2
weeks.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, I mean,
aside from aliens and everything.
He was late for Vietnam.
No, man. But I was trying to be a weekend. I was doing.
When GW got in.
All right, man. National Guard, weekend warrior, that shit. And then all of a sudden, during the week, while I was at work at the factory, the one where we make paper.
Huh.
It's a good product. I use it every day.
I go home, and then bam, my car's in a spaceship. That's all I know. I don't remember a whole lot from that, but you guys go ahead and talk amongst yourselves, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Can I just interject here? I'm just going to say, your story, you're pushing it. You're pushing the bounds of my grasp of reality. I ain't pushing your Camaro
I ain't pushing.
Interesting you say that, Dr. Schwartz. You've actually recovered the Camaro, haven't you?
Yes, we have, and it was definitely defiled by something.
Space aliens, man.
Well, yes,
I'm telling you.
I have.
Were you there?
I have
Were you there?
I have literally minutes of testimony from various witnesses, not necessarily on this particular subject, but all with very similar stories.
It was all me about 10 minutes ago, man.
Question.
I mean, there's multiple, but a bunch of other ones.
Question, please. In the photos that are in the book, lining the pages, also making up the cover art as well, it seems to be that the Camaro is somehow levitated in a sea of beer cans.
That happened afterwards.
These aliens their technology is great.
Yeah, that or it's a really fancy Jersey plug-in for Photoshop.
I do have to admit that the car is not levitating. It's just been in Mr. Lankin's yard.
There's a couple things.
It's been in his yard since 1987.
No, it's not that at all. There's a couple things I learned from Space Talk. It's called space buoyancy, man. No, man, the aliens
It should involve a cousin.
Well, yeah, I mean, my cousin Rick was there, but they let him off early. He was the lucky one, if you ask me. Because, I mean, like I said, they stuck their dicks in my brain pretty hard. And, I mean...
no, wait a second
what?
Here. No. This didn't happen.
Yeah, that's how they...
Have you seen the marks, sir?
Let's see. Can we put some pictures on the screen?
Well, they cover
for radio.
They cover the marks with hair, man.
For the listeners at home in Braille, what you're about to see may shock you. Ooh.
Yeah, that's.
I told
okay.
you. I told you it
See,
looked
you
bad.
just gotta pull back the hair.
But you know what you could do? You could just take a drill and do the same stuff that you had. Maybe the guys just went crazy on methamphetamines and Mountain Dew one night.
Skull felching.
I don't do
Yeah.
drugs. I don't do drugs. I only do chew, man. Okay, so just listen. I'm not drilling my own fucking head. All right.
Oh, okay.
Just let that one go,
That's
please,
fine, that's
please. I'm telling you, space alien shit.
You have to have about 3 brain cells so you're gonna drill a fucking hole in your head. That's just, that's brilliant.
Well, I had
I
one.
find it personally insulting that you would insult our
Your
guest
business
here.
partner there, the guy that you wrote the book with.
Ross Lankin. I seen it.
I just identify with his story so much that I wrote it.
It's on Amazon too,
I mean,
right?
this
So you
is-
can buy it.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
that's
can buy
a
it.
.com.
If it was the truth, like
It's-
the Bible, it'd just be given out for free. Think about it.
Yeah, it is on the website. It's
I mean,
on
when
Amazon.
one's a-
Computer. Keyboard.
Gentlemen,
whatever. I
gentlemen,
don't
please,
know.
let's keep it friendly.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
So, when you see a book with this much feeling, being emoted from it, you kind of have to be skeptical. Dr. Branch Wackman, please. Tell us a little bit more on your take on the situation. I mean, you're skeptical, but why are you skeptical? I mean,
Well-
what really gives you this basis where you can be confident that,
You
that this
know-
man hasn't experienced?
yeah,
it? I
man.
mean,
Well, if I was
obviously-
him, I'd do sketches too. I mean, that happens.
I don't do sketches, buddy. You're sketching out
Well,
brown
you
tracks in your underwear from sitting there drinking
Well,
Mountain Dew with your
you're
with
talking
your kids
about
all
you're
day.
talking about being skeptical and stuff. I mean,
That's fine. I'll be a gentleman. That's fine.
All right.
Well, this
Whatever,
right there.
man,
All right,
whatever.
Let's just cover what's going on here.
sorry, man.
Rich
Sorry.
now.
I'm sorry. It's sorry.
All right. I'll be the gentleman here. All right, we'll just cool this off. I'm just gonna give you my perspective on this whole situation. Aliens is probably not real. Most of them ain't. And the reason I say most is there's so many people with all these varied stories. Like they stole my cow and put it on a barn house and then ate its skin off like leeches, or a bunch of furballs came to my town and raped my sister and killed her hot boyfriend, Johnny Depp, and blew up my house. And then these dudes that sang 80s metal came back and fixed my house with a remote control.
Man, you're just referencing that Critters movie, man. You're just talking about Critters. You don't even know what you're talking
Now-
No,
about.
I do.
Now, gentlemen, if I read your book right, Dr. Wackman, your claim is actually that these aliens, these migratory aliens that Dr. Schwartz was talking about here, it wasn't actually aliens, it was Spacesquatch. So at some point the Sasquatch evolved and technology overtook our own, and
There's a lot
There-
more research to provide to prove what you're talking about right now. And my theory about Spacesquatch that it completely destroys the credibility of aliens by comparison. Completely destroys.
No, man. There's aliens and there's some
Space
there's some
Squatch is real.
there's some hairy ones too, man. There's space
But
squatches.
that's the only kind there is. There's only space aliens, man. That's what to do. Come on.
Are you
I'm trying to talk in his language
are
so
you
you understand what I'm saying.
Listen, I understand words. You don't have to put it in my derelict. Dr. Schwartz, can you help me out here a little bit? Come on.
Yes, I have about had enough of you, supposed
fairly
Dr.
berating tone
Wackman.
there, fairly berating
I'm
tone.
sorry
I mean-
I offended you. Sorry, guys. And sometimes I get a little nervous, and when I get a little verklempt, a little scared, I just break into Michael McDowell person interpretations. It happens. Sorry about that.
Anyway,
That's a weird form of
we
Tourette's.
we all know that the government is covering this up, sending out supposed experts talking about the space Sasquatch when they should be talking about the incidents that happen to real people,
Chipotle, Iowa,
people
in
like
1987.
Ross Lankin here,
Right
people
here,
like
man.
Jerry Jerison out in Germantown.
Jib jab.
I talked to him once. He knows what I'm talking about.
He knows.
I'll have you know.
Dozens of minutes of interviews.
Okay.
Countless people.
Yes, but there's
Somewhere in the
there's no
dozens.
real concrete photographic evidence. Sorry, sometimes I'm breaking Australian too. I did live in England for most
I mean,
of my life.
having the identity crisis of being a Polish Englishman must do a number on your.
I know. offense.
Yeah, Charlie.
No offense, but I've been
CIA
abducted by
training.
aliens, and
That's
this
what that
guy
is.
is speaking more fucking weird language than I've ever heard in my life.
In 19, okay? See, I can't help it. It's just the words
Doctor,
come out
good
like
point.
that.
So we're going to take a quick break, gentlemen. We'll be back in just a moment. Everyone wet their willies and whatnot as we wipe the slate clean and come back to chat more. Join us, won't you? When you want the finest in children's party accessories, check check out Palmer's portable pedo-proof pools, the finest and pediatric-approved party things. Available today. Ask for them by name. Get this. Not good. Crazy clowns. When one is traveling through the folds of emotion, it's kind of like flannel in space. One needs a comfy pair of shoes to escort them on their way. How about nothing less than Isotoner flannel Velcro indoor tennis shoes? The finest in ejaculatory wear. Available for $39.95 at Kmart. Back to you. And it's me. Back to me. I saw that. And tonight, once again, we're here with Ross Lankin, who's currently indisposed. Evidently, he's wrestling our toilet.
He's in the can.
To my
He's
left.
dealing with tragedy that we're dredging up here, and it's almost getting to me too.
DJ was
Feeling
here.
a little nauseous.
They took the whole. Can I please, Paul, just for 1 second? They took the whole first sketch part. It's a.
I mean,
I
they
took the whole-
relocated the man's rectum into the base of his spine. You know, that came up like at least a good, like, what is that, like 3 feet?
I'll let you know. I'll
Paul
have you know,
Miller.
Paul. I'll have you know this. In.
Doctor, are you all right? I mean, you can
I'm
take a
perfectly
moment.
fine. I'm perfectly fine. In Jerry's England, getting that surgery you described, that's like the bee's knees. All the ladies I know had that stuff. They were all very sexy in British accents and the like. It's awesome.
Dr. Schwartz, since you've collected second half gameplay,
Please.
I mean,
I'm not a doctor, just author and lecturer, and I will be at the Holiday Inn this weekend. You can check out my lecture there.
I hear there will
Three
be
people.
cassette tapes and stickers available at the cash bar.
As always.
Ross, tell us how has this affected your life as a career person? Is there a demand? We know that you were doing conventions and whatnot for a while, you know, riding the wave. Has fame changed you?
Well, I wouldn't really call it fame. I mean, I'd call it more of a, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but a mockery. I mean, because I get made fun of more than anything. I'd call it made fun of us, you know, something like that.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, it's a bummer, man. It's a bummer. If anything, it's taught me to love Motley Crue a lot more. I think that's the band because
you found inspiration in their music.
Well,
correct?
no. Here's the thing. I heard it a lot in space because one of the guys' names was Mick Mars. And the aliens, they listen to him because Mars is in the title, you know, things like that.
It only makes perfect logical sense.
So
they would do
I
that.
came back thinking that, and once again, they stuck their fucking alien peckers in my brain. So I don't even know what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm ranting on and juggling and jobbing.
1983. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
4
Paul.
years prior.
Yes, 1983.
Richard Pryor.
I'll have you know
I didn't have this accent in
that
1983.
Spacesquatch came down from space and personally visited Richard Nixon in his bed. And that is why our microwaves are so bitchin'. Because they gave us their awesome burrito nuking technology. The Spacesquatch. Read it. It's in Richard Nixon's personal autobiography. Read that shit.
I mean, so, Doctor, not only did they leave Earth's atmosphere, they came back to what, set up their operations?
They got a business going on. You know when Reagan
So-
signed that little deal and businesses can do whatever willy-nilly?
What you're suggesting is some sort of weird burrito-based parasite? Yeah, am I correct in this?
All I'm going to say right now here, GE is watching you. They bring real burritos to life in your intestines. That's all I'm saying.
Talk about
Sasquatch technology, Spacesquatch technology.
Sir, you are
Men that live
probably...
in invisible houses.
You are the worst skeptic I've ever heard.
Yeah, man, you sound like you're coming
You're
up. with your
trying
own-
to come up. You're trying to push this CIA line that aliens are really just Sasquatches that fly around in UFOs.
And they live in invisible houses. And they can
UFOs
fly.
that they say don't exist.
They can fly.
What the hell,
He's
man?
coming up with his own con theories and everything.
They have
man. I don't even know
telekinesis.
what he's talking about,
They
man.
have telekinesis, Johnny Jim. They do.
My name's not Johnny Jim. It's Ross Lincoln. Thank you very much. You keep your shut mouth, okay? Keep it snapped, all right?
Just the kind of funny radio commentary you'll expect from WTTS.
Once again, I might laugh. I'm sorry, but I just try to keep a humor about the situation.
We're still here on Paranaelianomoly AM. We're gonna do something right now. A little bit where we're gonna talk to some people. We're gonna reach out and speak with Joe America. You know that guy. He's you.
I'm one of them, man.
Right.
Hey, buddy, we're all patriots and we're all Americans, so.
Correct,
Except for me,
correct.
I'm actually from.
Dude, you're a Polish English dude, man. I don't even know what the fuck or who
we're gonna be able to take 3 callers tonight. They're each gonna be able to field a quick round of questions. Mainly be one. Go ahead. Caller, where are you calling us from tonight?
Yeah, my name's Larry. I'm from Boston.
Larry from Boston. What's your question?
I wanted to ask the writer guy, the guy with the experience with the aliens. Do you think any of those aliens would fuck my sister? She weighs like 250 pounds, and she doesn't have a date to the prom. It's really pissing me off.
Okay, well, quite a regular caller, but let's see.
Okay, I've got to first. I have to point out that I don't have the direct experience, but I do have interview experience, and from that secondhand experience, yes, they would fuck your sister. Not in any of the conventional ways.
Pure speculation.
But the downside would be they are not very good. They're not very punctual. You couldn't count on them picking her up for the prom and bringing her back before curfew.
Yeah, if they picked her up for the prom, man, they'd be back in like a couple years, whatever, you know. It's just what happens.
Interesting.
And there'll be some brain trauma.
Well.
Can I weigh in on this question too? I just want to do that.
I mean, might as well.
I have an identity crisis. I'm just going to get that out there right now.
It would appear so.
I sound like I'm from Jersey. I watch a lot of Jersey Shore. It's my favorite TV show. Situation, yeah! Love that guy.
God.
I live in England right now, in Dingsfordshire. It's a hard place to pronounce, and everyone's breath smells like chips and cheese. It's bad.
Doctor, are you in fact homeless?
No. I live in a cardboard box with a radiator hose attached to it.
On that note, be sure to be with us next week on Paranaelianomoly. He actually is. We've got footage from a van with an expose. We'll be inviting back Mr. Schwartz as well.
Pure speculation.
All right.
I've already received my invite.
To our second caller.
It's true.
We go across the pond.
Yeah, man, my name's James. I'm from fucking Hoboken, New Jersey, man. I totally feel that Ross Lincoln motherfucker to the brim, man. I totally understand what he's saying. I don't even really have a question. I just love what he does.
So, being raped is...
No, I don't love him being raped. I feel bad for him, you know what I'm saying? He's not... The rape isn't an issue here, man.
Issue of respect, caller.
It's just the fact that he's got the gullet.
The gullet, yes, the man did take it deep.
No, not like that. I just want to say, Ross Lincoln, I understand what you're doing. I totally believe you, man. Aliens are out there. I got my corn. I got my shit. All right, thank you.
All right. Always a lively moment. We go to our third and final caller. Oh, dear. Let's open the lines.
Yeah, hello, is this on?
Yeah, go ahead, caller.
I just wanted to know what, you fellas are sitting here talking about, the alien abductions. What would you do if you seen a ghost?
Gentlemen, your thoughts? The question was, what would you do if you seen a ghost?
I seen the goats once.
Yes. Describe, sir.
Well,
I mean, what was your reaction?
And to put it in one word, pretty simply, it was fuck. I mean,
Indeed.
Yeah, and then I kind of walked around, and he just went away. He wasn't a harmful ghost. He was a good one. He was like, what, Casper? Is that what he was? He was more like a Casper, I guess. But I mean, I didn't want to cast my reel into his shit. You know what I'm saying? Catch those fish. I just going back out of that one.
I happen to know a lot about ghosts. In 1999, I wrote an article for Men's Sports Health Weekly
I believe I read that one.
Yeah,
Tell me more.
Where the mild things are, and I've been experiencing ghost and crypto animal phenomena since I was a youngster, age 11. I encountered my first ghost. I was in Dingsfordshire, getting ready to get on the train with my moms and shit.
Gentlemen, I have to agree. He really is the worst skeptic ever.
I looked to my
go
left.
ahead.
I looked to my left, and I swear to God, I saw this guy who was mostly translucent, and he was fat, and he was eating a sandwich, like one of those ones with eggs and like liver spleens that British people eat. That's really gross.
Man, you're just
eating it.
You're just talking about Ghostbusters, man. You're just talking about Slimer.
No, this really happened to me. No.
Are you? Man, that's Slimer, man. Come on.
No, it was a big fat guy eating a sandwich. That isn't a green flying Orbis blob with arms.
What color was he, man?
You're talking.
It was totally transparent.
All right, dude. Your
You're
skepticism.
talking about Whoopi Goldberg, right?
I think that's what you guys might call her in the States. We call her Juju Fart.
Your skepticism astonishes me because I don't even know what that word means, so I don't know.
I'm amazed as well.
Well, I've got to say that
Thank you, Dr.
ghosts
Sparks.
are bullshit.
Okay, you don't like ghosts.
No.
You say ghosts are fake, but you believe in little space aliens with the ray guns and the President Reagans.
I've got the interviews. I've got the documentaries that I've watched.
How many aliens have you interviewed, Charlie? Tell me that much.
You can't schedule. I can't call up the aliens. Hey, you want to do an interview?
Well, if it helps,
I would schedule.
Why not? They schedule a meeting
man.
with their dicks in his brain.
Once again, I'm saying a word that I don't know if it works, but he's living vicariously through my experience of about 10 alien dicks going straight into my brain. So he knows what he's talking about makes sense. All right, so just let him go. Okay, just let him go. Cerebral penetration hard. Double.
So if I were confronted by a ghost, I think I'd out him for the alien in disguise that he really is.
He's really a Spacesquatch.
Probably an alien in a sheet, more than likely.
With that, sometimes you have to understand that people have to agree to disagree. The moral of this story is everyone here has found their way to explain their piece, but yet at the same time, go no further to prove anything.
I don't want you to say anything about my peas, man.
Oh, dear. So, before we leave this night, we ask all of you, our distinguished panel, 2 sentences to go by. Starting off, we'll go with Dr. Branch Wackman. Where are you from?
I'll tell you this. I spent 6 months in Boston. I lived in Australia for 3 weeks. My wife, Jundi, she's from a small Guatemalan village called Undo. I've been everywhere. I've seen a lot of things, baby. I'll tell you this much. I don't have 2 sentences. There's no way I can sum it up in that, but I will let you guys know I am the president and founder of the Ectoplasmic Cryptozoological Society. We're having our 121st annual Ghost Hop, sponsored by Pringles. It's going to be this Friday, September 13th, 2010. Meet me and my CFO, which is my wife Jundi, from the small Guatemalan village called Undo. We're going to be by the park fountain. I'm going to be in my green van with the Ghost Duster spray painted on the side of it. It says Ghost Duster because Dan Aykroyd's uncle's brother's my dry cleaner, so that kind of changes the B to a D, and everything's cool. So I mean, it's not even white like the Ghostbuster car. It's green, so and it says Ghost Dusters. So we're dusting for ghost prints because they do leave prints.
Because dusting makes you feel good, man.
Space Sasquatch.
All right. Once again, Dr. Branch Wackman.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you. Oh, therapy. To my left, once again, Samsonite Schwartz.
Yes, thank you.
2 sentences, please, sir.
The book is I Seen It. The story of this man's tragedy in space. And it's on sale now.
Where can we pick up this fine book?
Amazon.
Dot keyboard.
.keyboard.
And in the real Amazon. We actually have a distributor down there.
Yeah, great book there. What's your name again? What's your name?
Samsonite Schwartz.
Sounds like Briefcase Jew to me. Shut your stupid mouth.
You
Listen
would be
here,
one to
Bush
talk.
Dickerson, or whatever your name is. You just deal with it for a second.
You
man.
shut your trap Mountain Dew face. Go drive home in your Camaro and play some Halo on your Xboxes.
My Camaro is a fine automobile. Just leave it alone.
Well, let's hear your sentences then, buddy. Come on.
All right. Yeah, thank you. Ross Lankin, 2 sentences of wisdom that you could pass on us after your harrowing journey from A to, well, WTCS the tits.
Nice plug, man. I've seen goats, and I've seen aliens, and they've stuck their alien peckers in my brain, and all of them look like gay Randy Savage, son.
And with that, thank you once again for joining us on Paranaelianomoly AM on WTTS.
I like tits, man.
We all.
Space Sasquatch. Space Sasquatch. You're all wrong.
It's not Fox News. It's better than news. It's newsical. Paul Miller. Paranaelianomoly. Late nights, early mornings. WTTS. The tits.
The tits.